Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody in the YouTube land. We're here for the Christmas special of Christmas special things on RLG2. I'm here with Caps. I'm pretty sure he's there. And Parky's on one of these
I
sides.
found out it's always reversed now, so you're actually over here.
So are you over here?
Yeah, you gotta look the other way.
But is he still over there?
I
This is like
don't
the Brady
know.
Bunch.
You broke it.
Listen, Breaker. So today we're going to be talking about Christmas movies. We're going to do our top 5 list. We're going to give you our top 5, but that's not what this episode's really about. We're just going to discuss movies, but we figured why not? We'll tell you our top 5 anyways. We can have traditional or non-traditional. Okay, go. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say. By the way, this podcast has a title that has no title. There you go.
Oh, this is a show that has yet to be named.
Yeah, there you go. I was waiting for you to say it.
We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go all traditional Christmas movies, and by that I mean none of them are gonna be. And these guys are gonna do other things. So I'm gonna let Caps give his list first.
You just said you were gonna do yours first.
No, I didn't. I absolutely did not.
Okay.
5. Okay, do all 6. Let him do 6.
You're like screaming at me all day to do 6. Now I know, get 6, and now you want to go 5?
I'll do 6. I'll let Putty do 6 too.
Right,
Top 6.
I got like 100.
He does actually. We're not going to get into that.
All right, number 6, and you've heard this list already. So
I've never heard this list.
Number 6 is the animated original of Rudolph.
Oh, I see. I didn't know we can count TV show.
That's a special. It's a movie.
That's not a movie. It's a short. It's a short film.
Okay, it's a film with a Sanjay Gu.
Because then you can put like Charlie Brown in. There's a lot of things. Dang it, man. Okay, go ahead.
The original Christmas Carol, the black and white version.
Okay.
And then now we're gonna go into non-traditional Christmas movies. Trading Places, Lethal Weapon. I don't care. I think that's a freaking Christmas movie. Home Alone is number 2, and the best Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard. That's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, and then I'm gonna just let Putty go because
No, you should probably go because you know how this works.
Okay.
Yeah, you should go.
So then I'm just gonna go. So I don't even need to look at this because I'm a boss. Number 5. I don't remember. No, I'm joking. So I'm gonna give you one non-tradish in my list. So number 6, I'm gonna give you Die Hard. Okay, simple, final. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give you Die Hard. Number 5, I'm gonna give you Bad Santa. Number 4, that's right? I can count. Number 4 is gonna be.
It's the first.
What do I want to do for number 4? How did I forget my list?
Because you always forget your list.
He's right. Elf. That's what it was. Elf with Will Ferrell. Number 3, Home Alone, because I'm home alone a lot and men try to break into my house. Number 2, Christmas Vacation, because Christmas Vacation. Okay. Number 1, the greatest Christmas movie ever made, starring the greatest actor of all time, Scrooged, with Bill Murray.
Well, it's funny. Actually, 2 of your movies are actually on my the other 10. So
Oh yeah, Putty's 100 movie list, 100 greatest movies of Christmas.
So I'll just do the 6 and everything, and I'll make my 6th one the one that I wanted to put on there, but it's not traditional. So for number 6, it's Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
For number 5, just because I have to throw this in because of my channel, it wouldn't be representative. A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas.
That was close for me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I still love it. Okay, this one is actually just the I don't know why I love this movie so much. The Muppet Christmas Carol for number 4.
It's amazing.
Yep. Number 3 for me is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Number 2 for me is Elf. And number 1, starring the funniest guy in the world, The Grinch, with Jim Carrey. Not the,
Immediately coming in this, I wish we made some kind of rules where we could veto this because The Grinch, absolutely the worst Christmas movie of all time.
What?
It's,
The Grinch with Jim Carrey.
I'm gonna give you. I'll give you a quick rating. First of all, I hate The Grinch, but I'll go like this: the new one, the new animated one, and then far below it the old animated one, and then far below that the Jim Carrey one.
Good Lord, because the thing is, the reason I didn't put stuff like Home Alone is because first and foremost, I was okay with Home Alone when I was younger, but like it steadily got boring for me. Like it's the same thing with like A Christmas Story. When A Christmas Story came up, I'm like everyone's like, it's so great. I'm like, no, it's not. And my eyes.
Okay. We were talking about this yesterday. Let me get in on A Christmas Story. I was telling Caps on American Network TV, it plays for the entire day of Christmas.
On TBS, yep.
That movie is one of the worst movies ever made. It's so bad. It's just become so ingrained in people's head from playing every day on Christmas that people think they love it, but it's like it's not good.
Well, that's my whole point. Like, for example, I'm just gonna go through my other part of the list, and you'll see I added some of the stuff that you already said. Like, for example, I have Jingle All the Way was at like number 10, and then
I Can Go All the Way. What?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
I think you said I Can Go All the Way.
Whatever. Like, you heard it.
I know you can go all the way.
And then like number 7 was Bad Santa, 6 Scrooge, and then 8 Crazy Nights. I mean, the thing is, you know, when you always go with the traditional stuff, you're always gonna have like what is that one that they show on Christmas Day, the black and white movie? I can't think of
Beautiful Life or whatever it's called. I don't even know. Life. It's not called A Wonderful Life.
Yeah, whatever. My point to the whole thing is you know, the reason why I put The Grinch at the top is because if you're gonna go and like list, like if you're gonna sit there and list Home Alone and movies like that, and tell me that that's a great movie, but then say, oh, The Grinch is horrible. Okay, look at both movies.
Okay, but Home Alone, both Home Alones are better than The Grinch.
No, you're only looking at Home Alone because it's something you grew up on. It's not something.
No, even I've watched it recently. Objectively, there's a better cast, there's better acting, there's better writing. It's written by John Hughes.
Yeah, but that's his opinion. If he prefers
his opinion
The Grinch,
is wrong.
Yeah, but see, this is why me and John have great podcasts, because the point he doesn't get is the thing is, even though I don't agree with it and everything, when the one thing I was stating with you, John, particularly, is that you tend to be biased on things because you may have grown up with it and everything, and
that's literally you.
Yeah, that's me.
Literally you.
That's me, but that's me when it comes to like when we're talking about the video game movies and everything like that.
Okay, so hold on, let's go unbiased opinion. Unbiased opinion. What's a better movie, Caps? Home Alone or The Grinch?
That's my opinion. Like,
but tell me your opinion. It's unbiased. Okay, we win. Case closed. Do you want me to call another witness?
So tell me, he prefers The Grinch, so like.
Well, no, but see, the question is okay. But the question is, I'm asking John this: why? If you look at the acting or the entertainment wise, when you talk about Home Alone or that, okay. I can name spots in The Grinch where I can recite it and it's so enjoyable. Outside of him screaming into the mirror and smacking his face, there's so many plot holes when you watch that movie that you don't realize it. For example, where's this kid with a lot of the stuff that he's doing, and like the mythology, like you've seen that they actually proved a lot of the stuff he did could not have happened. You know what I mean? And you know, at the same time, I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's one of those movies that because it fell into the whole, you know, oh, it's so great of all time, that it falls into the same thing I feel The Christmas Story does. It falls into the whole thing of because of it being shown every Christmas year, it's such a great movie. It was a successful movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, but like sitting there saying that The Grinch is horrible, but then saying Home Alone is great seems kind of like contradictive in a lot of ways in my eyes.
Okay, so Nick, you've just become the judge of this court. I'm going to open my case here and say that I remember every single scene of Home Alone.
You just recently saw it too. You gotta keep that in mind.
I haven't seen.
You just said you just watched it recently.
No, I didn't. I said I watch it all the time. Like I watched it like 3 years ago. That's recently for me.
Okay.
Anyways, if you're to say those things about plot holes and this and that, you're literally talking about a children's movie in a fantasy world that doesn't make any sense. So plot holes are already out the window. You can't use that as an excuse. Second, if The Grinch gave the exact same performance Exactly the same. Like you could not tell the difference, but it wasn't Jim Carrey. I promise you would not like that movie. You
Well,
only
yeah,
like it because it's Jim Carrey.
I'm totally agreeing with you. Jim
So, but
Carrey's what made it.
if Bill Parsons played that role exactly the same as Jim Carrey, but it didn't say Jim Carrey on it, you wouldn't watch it.
But that's the reason why it's better than the other Grinches. I never liked the old Grinches movies.
I rest
He
my
made the movie.
case.
But that's not the point. What I'm trying to tell you is he made that movie great, okay? But it was, especially the parts where it was just him and the dog, it was fantastic. The original story of the Grinch is not good at all. But that's the same thing you could say for Home Alone. You know what I mean? You literally put Grinch on the list of that Grinch on the bottom of the list when you labeled the Grinches. But basically, Jim Carrey's the reason why I feel the Grinch is good in the first place. The old Grinch movie or the old Grinch cartoon and everything. It was big because of Dr. Seuss. You know what I mean? It was big because of the book. Not saying Dr. Seuss isn't good, but comparatively, when you look at every other thing, you know, you could just say that in those situations, it was never good to begin with. But you know, it's the same situation that I feel like is tying to the whole growing up thing. You know, if we were to look at it and because you had named stuff like Scrooge and Bad Santa, those are fantastic movies that, in my eyes, would have actually gotten. In my eyes, are better than Home Alone. You know what I mean? Because yeah, but Home Alone still gets high on the list. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Home Alone gets higher on the list because it's okay. Go high. Yeah, you.
Put my hand up. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just want to ask Campo some questions. So if Bill Murray was in The Grinch, would you prefer it more over Home Alone?
Would I prefer more? Yes. Would I still put it on my list? No, because the movie sucks. So I can name 5 things that makes Home Alone better than The Grinch that The Grinch doesn't have. Macaulay Culkin.
So wait a minute, you just said that you prefer it more.
John Candy, Joe Pesci, and a fake mobster movie that scares away pizza guys.
Oh, hold on. If you're gonna pick John Candy, I can pick tons of movies that would trump John Candy. Even Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Why would you even? But him being in there for a second.
This is not a ranking of what John Candy movies are better. I said, what does this have that The Grinch doesn't have?
But you're saying that one scene, he literally had one small scene, does not solidify a whole movie.
What? Do you think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a great movie?
I love the movie.
Do you know who wrote the movie? John Hughes. Do you know why John Candy's in Home Alone? Because John Hughes wrote Home Alone.
I understand this.
Case closed.
That doesn't make See, that's the reason why when we have these debates, I love how you do that. Just like, no. Like, if we're going to debate that and everything, there's been tons of times where great directors have made just shit movies, but doesn't make the movie good because it's got a great director tied to it.
This is my thing. I don't like The Grinch, but to say Home Alone is not a good movie is crazy, because as far as a movie being made, like just directing, writing, everything, Home Alone is actually a really well-made movie. The Grinch is literally a children's movie. That's slop.
Listen, at the end of the day, I prefer Home Alone just because of the fact that Elvis Presley was in the movie. Wink, wink, conspiracy theory.
He was, though.
So yeah, well, apparently, I guess he was also in
Rock Around the Christmas Tree. Is that in your movie? No, it's not.
Really? I love how that you add all that stuff in there. That's biased. So you know what? Okay, if it works.
How many cheese pizzas are in your movie?
If I'm gonna stick with the movie with cheese pizza, it's gonna be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Guys, remember this video is sponsored by Nutritional Facts.
Huh?
Sorry, what'd you say about? Oh,
it's sponsored by Nutritional Facts.
I don't care about your
I love how you sponsor of this video.
See, this is it. Him call it change the subject, man. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I have to admit when I'm good at something, right?
No, it's not matter being good.
Okay, I would like Caps to tell us about a movie that we can yell about.
Oh, that's great. Just put me on the spot like that. Eh?
I will.
Well, you were against the fact that I put Lethal Weapon and Die Hard on my list, so
I was not.
Because you wanted to go to the traditional route.
Originally, I had Lethal Weapon on my list.
What happened?
I took it off because I decided to make a more traditional list, but then when we decided to do 6 movies, I got put on the spot, and I picked Die Hard.
There you go. Okay. You just yelled about something that I did.
Die Hard. If you're gonna sit here and put Die Hard in front of me and be like, "Do you want to watch this movie?" Of course, I'm gonna be like, "Yes." Who the hell doesn't want to watch Die Hard? It's top 3 best action movies of all time.
I do have a question though. So, if a movie has one point in the movie where it has a Christmas scene, does it make it a Christmas movie?
No, that's my point. But then also Lethal Weapon has one scene in the movie that has a Christmas scene, and I also like that.
Didn't we
Well,
argue
I mean-
about this the other day that
Yeah,
you thought
yeah,
Lethal
yeah,
Weapon
yeah.
was more of a Christmas movie than
Well,
Die
I
Hard?
do.
if that's true, if we're going based on that, then Grandma's Boy is my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
You can't keep doing this. I'm pretty sure there's a Thanksgiving scene in that movie too.
It has Christmas in it. Remember, Dante's putting up his Christmas tree, right? It may have been in July, but he was still putting up.
So this is my question to you then, Putty. What's your favorite movie that involves antlers?
It would be Grandma's Boy.
You sure it's not
Am
reindeer
I
games?
growing antlers?
Okay, anyways, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I want to talk about Batman Returns because we went on a rant yesterday about how Batman Returns is not the best Batman movie, and it's not.
No, I agree. It's the best Batman movie that's based around Christmas, though.
It's the only one.
Exactly.
Point taken. So
Wait, what? I don't know
I'm
what
accepting
that
your
was.
point. This is a question for you involving movies that are pseudo Christmas. All right.
We're getting off the Batman Returns subject
Home
already?
Alone 2 or Die Hard 2?
Oh,
Die Hard 2.
I hate
See?
you so much. Is Die Hard
I told
2
you.
the second worst Die Hard?
The second worst?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So are you saying second worst of all time?
Of Die Hards.
The franchise of the franchise.
Not this. Okay, there's 4, right? I'm trying to remember.
1, 3, 4, 2,
There's
5.
five. There's 5.
Yeah,
There's
there's 5.
5. Wait, what's okay? Which one was Kevin Smith in?
4th.
4th? Because you know that's going to top it. Just 'cause he
Yeah,
didn't.
that's number 3 for me. It's better than number 2. Samuel L. Jackson, that's better than number 2.
Yeah, right. I mean, I guess I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, again, yeah, I guess it would be number. Well,
You heard it here first, people. Die Hard 2 sucks.
I didn't say it sucked.
Oh, I'm just bringing you the
Doesn't suck.
news. I'm bringing
It
you the
doesn't
news.
suck. Yeah, but your news is fucking false.
Hey, it's me, Poppy Harlow.
Sorry, I went all explicit on you.
Yeah, you did.
What did
No,
he?
I don't think Die Hard 2 is the second worst out of the bunch.
No, I'm trying to think. Okay, actually, okay.
Would you rather see Santa Claus with Spider-Man powers or Spider-Man with Santa Claus powers?
Wait, what? I don't want either one.
All right, Spider-Man delivers your gifts for Christmas or Santa Claus
Oh no,
swings on webs.
Spider-Man can deliver my.
But he doesn't have any Spider-Man powers. He just delivers Christmas gifts in a suit.
I mean, does he get them later? Like, why is he Spider-Man in the first place?
Well, because he dresses up like one. Santa Man has the webs now.
So it's just some creepy guy that came to my house dressed as Spider-Man, bringing me gifts.
Yeah,
I mean,
he may or may not be like, you know.
I mean, you still brought me gifts, so
Hey,
you know.
for me
hey,
personally, just give me my gifts and you can go. I don't care
Yeah,
who
right.
freaking gives my gifts, man.
I mean, swing your ass out.
I
here. You
mean-
can't swing. All right, I'll kick your ass out.
One of the best quotes ever on the show. Just give me my gifts. I don't care who gives them to me. I want that on the shirt. It's like the devil. Like, yeah, I don't care. Just give me them.
So what is your rating for all the Die Hard movies then? Since
Oh,
you
is this
think
what we're
that
doing? We're not going to do a special Die Hard movie
you
thing?
brought it up, so I want to hear what your
Okay,
rating
the first
is.
one is clearly the top 3 action movies of all time ever made in the history of man.
Now I'm curious to hear what the other two
The
are.
second one is the third one, Samuel L. Jackson.
I'm gonna have to bring up a list because I've actually, it's been so long. Hold on a second.
The third one is the fourth one with Justin Long. The fourth one is the part 2. And then the new one is like by far not even close to one of the worst action movies I've ever seen in my life.
Easily forgettable.
Actually, I don't think I've seen the new one. Is it the one called McLean? Yeah, I've never even seen that one.
No, it's called
I've seen it and I
something in
quickly.
Russia.
Yeah, I've seen it and I quickly just like fast forward. It's not. I don't.
It's really bad.
Is it really bad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
McLean is the
couldn't
one that's
watch all
Oh,
coming
so
out.
actually, there's actually 6 movies I'm seeing
No,
here.
McLean didn't come out yet.
Oh, okay. Oh no, wait. A Good Day to Die. Wait. Have I seen A Good Day to Die Hard?
Yeah, that's the new one.
That's the fifth one. Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that one or not.
Don't
actually.
just watch it, and you should. That's a movie we should watch to do a talk over of, whatever you call it, a voiceover, because it's bad.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
real
I don't
bad.
think I've actually seen it. Actually, now that I think about it, I think what it is, I've seen all 4 Die Hards all the way up to Live Free or Die Hard. I don't think I've seen A Good Day to Die Hard at all.
Anyways, I watched Jiu-Jitsu the other day. Off topic.
Okay.
Oh man, what a terrible movie! Like the like 12 combined minutes that Nicolas Cage is in the movie are absolutely glorious compared to the rest of the movie.
By the way, what happened to Christmas?
Yeah, I'm about to bring Christmas right back here.
Well, I got a question for both of you guys. So traditionally, what do you guys watch on Christmas?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm not even saying like it has to be a Christmas movie. I'm just saying like every Christmas.
I'm
Is there
gonna
a
say
movie that you always come back to and watch just to watch?
the thing that
again?
seems to happen every time, and I don't like. I get this because Putty brought it up before about like a nostalgia factor. I don't ever attempt to watch Home Alone on Christmas, but somehow during the day, part 1 is on, and then part 2 is on, and then part 3 is on, and then by the time I realize it, I'm like, oh shit, I just watched the bad one, and then I stop watching it before it gets to the 4th one. But
There's 4?
the 3rd one has Scarlett Johansson and French Stewart.
Yeah, she's really young too.
There's actually 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 4th one is absolutely.
I've not seen the 4th one, and then I feel bad for the kid in the 2nd one because he should have learned his lesson when he saw what happened to Macaulay Culkin in the first 2. So
Yeah.
Can we? Hey, okay, that's one to say right there. I got you on that one, John. Did the Grinch fuck up Jim Carrey as much as Home Alone fucked up Macaulay Culkin?
Mentally, no. I mean, maybe Jim Carrey went pretty off.
I don't know. Have you seen how off the rail Macaulay Culkin went?
Oh, okay, Macaulay Culkin's back. I'd like to just point that out.
No, he's back. But he like the only time I actually enjoyed him was when he went on like the Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that. Like,
yeah, he's been great on YouTube lately. He makes a lot of features on Red Letter Media. Movie like this movie overall is nothing amazing, but I watched it and I had a great experience and it resonated a lot with my life. It's called Changeland, and it's written and directed by Seth Green. He's in the movie, and it has Macaulay Culkin in it. They meet him in Thailand, and he's like a guy that lives there and takes them to parties. And there's so many famous people in it. What's it
called again?
Changeland. It's really good.
Wait, no, it's not. I didn't think it was called Changeland. I thought it was like Sugar or something. That was the one where, like, for example, they're going into the mouse hole and they're getting pissed off because I think the mouse kept on stealing shit. Wasn't he like going crazy in there?
No, that's a different movie. I can't remember the name of that. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, it had Seth Green and Macaulay Culkin both in it, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Party Animals.
Yeah, Party Animals. Something like that. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, but Changeline is really good. You'll both like it. It's really realistic, to life problems. Anyways, back to Christmas. So, have you ever seen Better Watch Out? Another great slasher movie. I recommend it.
No.
It's a Christmas-based slasher movie. It's really good. I recommend it.
Oh, okay. Because it's like slasher movie, but bringing it back to Christmas.
Because it is Christmas, and it's really good. I think I told you to watch it yesterday.
How about Santa Claus or Krampus? Well, actually, I haven't seen
Krampus. Is all right.
I haven't seen Krampus yet. What about Silent Night, Deadly Night?
That's actually a really good slasher movie, and I believe it's Canadian.
I like both of them, 1 and 2. I actually remember watching.
Even the first one. What's the one that they brought it back and has the girl's Black Christmas? The first Black Christmas is really good.
Oh yeah.
The original one. There's a lot of good Christmas horror movies actually.
I can't think of any at the moment now, but because wasn't Santa Claus the one that had freaking Bill Goldberg as Santa Claus,
and the opening scene has like all famous actors at a meal, and they're all billed as like the top actors in the movie, and they all get killed in the first like 2 minutes of the movie, and then it's just a bullshit movie after that.
But it was so great though. Just that one moment actually made that movie pretty good in my eyes. It's still a horrible, not that good of a movie.
Oh yeah.
So
speaking of that, the Santa Claus. You both were probably like mid-50s by the time the Santa Claus came out.
Well, no, actually, I put Santa Claus on my list if I couldn't do 8 Crazy Nights. Because I mean, it was I feel like in my eyes it did get that Home Alone syndrome as well. I did enjoy it when I first saw it, but then like when they kept on re-showing it each year, I kind of got really bored with it. And then I started to like break it down too much to where like, oh god, this is actually not that good. And what's really funny is as they continue to make sequels, like I could see how much it was going downhill.
The second one's not bad.
The second, well, I mean, even the second one, in my eyes, to be honest with you.
I'm not gonna watch it, but it's not bad.
It was just one of those things where it made me realize when I went back to the first one that it was better than the second and third one, but it was also like, oh, I can see why,
I was listening to a podcast recently, and do you know originally the way that Santa Claus gets killed is that Tim Allen was supposed to shoot him off the roof. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's the most American movie ever. You shoot Santa Claus off a roof. Like, I'm sure they weren't wearing masks either when it happened.
Actually,
I'm sorry, I'm actually watching Santa Claus 2 right now.
Are you actually?
No.
Oh my god! Come on.
See,
ruined my life.
That's the reason why I even though it's higher on the list, why I put Jingle All the Way, because that right there was one of those movies that felt like it, because that mayhem for an action figure or toy just felt American. It really felt American when it came to that.
Sinbad and Arnold are both really good in it, and Phil Hartman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's another reason why too.
Put the cookie down. No.
But my point of the whole thing is like that's one of those other movies that I enjoy the heck out of it and everything, but it went down on my list because of like they always, how when it comes to Christmas movies they always try to go for that traditional sob story just to pull your heartstrings. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, can we not have that? Can we have a little bit of like, okay, this is realistic? That's the reason why I love Bad Santa, because it's just an F.
And it really made me mad because not just as a Christmas movie, I really like Bad Santa. Mm-hmm. I think it's such a funny movie, especially the extended cut.
Oh yeah,
but the second movie is so bad.
Yeah, see, actually, I might have seen the second movie and just don't remember it.
It's really bad.
Like, I think I have seen it, but I just don't remember.
It's not bad, like, in a fun way. Like, it's just bad. Like, they shouldn't have made a part 2. Yeah. Santa Claus,
Seen that first one, but I was never really a fan of Billy Bob Thornton, so I kind of never went back to it.
Blasphemous.
Oh, no, I'll be honest with you. I'm not really a big fan of Billy Bob Thornton outside of Sling Blade, but he is fascinating to me because for him to, like, at one point get Angelina Jolie makes me really want to study him. Because, like, I don't know how that ugly motherfucker got her.
And that was, like, good Angelina Jolie before she turned into some weird, like,
like when
straw she was like Paperman, whatever the hell she is now.
That was cool, except for the whole, like, the way she acted around her brother. That shit was weird as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, her dad's John Voight. What do you expect?
Well, this took a weird turn.
Anyway, Jingle... I agree with all your thoughts on Jingle All the Way. I've never really been a fan of Jingle All the Way. I don't understand the hype. I liked it when I was a kid, and I liked everything you said, and I agree that those people in it are hilarious, but as the movie, I don't like it. I think it's the kid. I hate his stupid face.
True. And again, I can agree with that. I think that's also why maybe...
he agrees about the kid's stupid face.
But see, here's the thing, though. That's kind of the way I feel about Macaulay Culkin, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
Shut your mouth. He's a national treasure.
But you have to understand, I loved Macaulay Culkin in, what was it called? The Good Boy, I think it was? The one where he's the bad
son.
Kid? Yeah, the bad son.
The good son.
That was a great movie with Macaulay Culkin. Like, that's my whole thing is, when we have these conversations about these actors and everything, because that was his breakout role, everyone's like, it's his best role. I'm like, no,
it's not his best role.
And
that's the good son.
Yeah, that movie was amazing.
Page Master is good.
Yes, exactly.
I thought it was Richie Rich.
Richie Rich is... No, have you ever seen Saved? Saved, he's really good in Saved.
Yeah, he's good in Saved as well, too. That movie right there.
But he's actually like a teenager at that point.
Moore. Like, I didn't like Mandy Moore.
I agree with you.
Saved.
I agree.
Like, yeah. Then I was like, wow, Mandy Moore, you're kind of hot. So... It's funny how that goes going that direction, but that's the reason why the disdain for that movie is because I feel like it just follows the holiday format of like, oh, it's such a great movie, and it's like if you peel back the whole Christmas holiday thing, it doesn't. It had something that was good at the time, and then it lost it for me when I look at it, because now it's one of those things where Christmas has changed, so on and so forth, so much. And as you get older, it's made for kids, so on and so forth. You still want presents, of course, but the whole tradition of Christmas has changed to where it's like, I'm the same way. I don't watch Christmas movies on Christmas Day anymore. If there are new Christmas movies that come out that I might be interested in seeing, it's not based on it being Christmas. It's always.
I agree. I agree.
Is it a good? Does it have people in I would want to see, and does it have a plot that makes sense? So That's the reason why that stuff gets lost to me. Like a prime example, Elf. We both put Elf on the list. Elf is a prime example of something that, if you were to take it away and not make it something that was about Christmas and say it was just another guy that instead of it being Santa, he was just raised in a really fucked up situation, it would still be hilarity ensue. It would just not be around Christmas about him thinking that everything's happy and joy or something like that.
I think though that's what makes Elf special is because it's based around Christmas. I agree with you that if you change the subject, it would still be just as funny. But if it wasn't about Christmas, it would not be as big of a movie. It would have been swept under the rug.
I agree, but that's my whole point, though. That's when I watch these Christmas movies because you guys gotta think. You gotta look at all the other movies. You look at Halloween, things like that. Yeah, they have the whole tradition of each year Halloween, but always having scary movies around Halloween. Christmas by far is the one time of the year where they will literally like poke and prod you with movies and specials. That
it starts in November, jeez.
Yeah, and
they'll rub it in your face, man.
Exactly. And then the problem is people are like, oh, I guess because everyone else likes it, it's good. And I'm like, no. If you sit there and analyze some things they show you, you're like, this is a piece of shit. and that's when you go, wait a second, it's only because the Christmas joy is around it. Like if you take because I've definitely had I've had bad Christmases. I've had bad Christmas in my life to where I'll sit there during Christmas. I'm not trying to have a sad stop story. I'm just gonna say this, where I didn't have anything that Christmas. And what would happen was I'd watch those fucking specials and I'd want to fucking rip the kid's throat out about him complaining about his fucking family. Bitch, you have a Christmas.
Bitch, you have a Christmas. I want a shirt that says that.
That's my whole point. Is that when you strip down those movies and you look at it, they have that whole everything goes happy. And I was living parts of life no, life doesn't fucking turn out like that.
Well, that's real life.
That's why. But you have to understand, John. I changed my life in that way. You know what I mean? I changed it for the better. But there's times I didn't have that. Where even my mom said, "We'll have a Christmas during the summer when we have the money." You know what I mean? When we get taxes. You don't hear that in a Christmas movie. Oh, it'll be okay. We'll get our Christmas when we get taxes. You get what I'm saying? Movie. But that's my whole point. But that's my whole point. That's the reason why I say when it comes to it, everyone's so filled with joy that they don't get the sad parts to be able to break down those movies and go, oh, I can kind of see why this movie is actually not that good. And I had during those times in my life, you know what I mean? So my point is that's the reason why I said, when you said earlier about being a foreshadow to what you grew up on, so on and so forth. And sometimes you have to sit back. And I agree. I'm not saying it's a horrible movie. It's just the reason why I never put it on my list and why we got into the discussion is because I had an opportunity to break that stuff down. And that kid is a spoiled freaking brat.
And look at the size of their house. What did you expect?
But the point is, he's still
Joe Pesci patrols their neighborhood.
Well, yeah, I understand that. But again, like I said, you got to remember when he lost family and everything. I couldn't feel sympathetic for him.
You don't have to, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
and also, I don't enjoy Christmas. Christmas is not a thing. I hate happy people.
But I gotta say this, I'm so sorry because I know you guys both had that on your list, and I just totally ripped it apart and made.
But you lost in the end. We proved it. We proved it in a court of law. Anyways, I celebrate Festivus personally.
I'm cool with Christmas, man.
I mean,
I'm fine with Christmas. I'm not having no problem with Christmas. I'm just saying I feel like there is an overshadowing. Is basically what I'm saying. I feel like there is a situation where everyone, when you look back at it, you say all these Christmas movies are great, and it's like, but when you actually strip it down, it's only because the holiday is great, not because sometimes those movies are great. It's because
they're always making these. They're always making these movies for the season. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, there's a specific There's a specific formula that they're always going to follow in terms of making a Christmas movie. Hey man, I don't know. As soon as Christmas Eve and Christmas Day happens, I'm turning on AMC. This is a station that we have up here, and
yeah, we have AMC in the States too.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see a few horror films on there, and then The Godfather comes on, and I'm always watching those type of movies on Christmas. So hey, that's how I spend.
No, yeah, and that's the happy thing. At least it's enjoyed in that way. Again, like I said, the discussion was, about Christmas movies all in general and everything, and that's the reason why I felt like my list did go differently, and I was just explaining
Yeah,
why.
and it's the worst one of all of our lists.
See, that's
I'd
the
like-
reason why I explained myself, John. Because you can't.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Nutritional Facts. I'd like to thank Andy Samberg or whoever that shitty baseball player was you guys were talking about.
Wow.
I'd like to
Forget
thank
about
his
water.
cup, water. It's in you. I'd like to thank Gamer Potheads right here. Give him some stuff for you.
I'm doing reviews for both Monster Hunter and for Wonder Woman, so come check those out. And of course, Mandalorian and that show called WandaVision. So there you
He's
go.
doing a lot.
Yeah. Mhm.
Go there. Yeah, I'll put his link in the bottom below. That's Caps. You've seen him on Five for Talking. He basically invented hockey.
And he thinks he's Spider-Man. He's not Spider-Man. I guarantee
No.
you, he's not Spider-Man.
But he could be.
I'm
He
Batman.
could be Spider-Man with Santa Claus powers. We don't know yet.
I'm Batman.
He is. That's true. The
Okay,
Michael Keaton Batman.
You
You're
look,
damn right.
yeah, you look way
No,
more like
Batman.
Batman than he looks like Spider-Man. To be honest.
Yeah, I
with you.
gotta go. Okay, that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, do the thing. Peace out.